Hi, thank you for coming back and watching my stuff every day. My content. My content doesn't sound right either. It feels like this is a conversation with my mates. It does. And I look forward to it every day. So thank you for watching every day. So yeah, this week, I feel like people don't really talk about this, but I feel like people have it. And you know what I do? I talk about stuff that's going on in me, that I'm trying to be fearless and just put it out there and not worry about what people think of me. And I don't know why people don't talk about this. Loneliness, right? People don't talk about loneliness. And I struggle. I'm struggling right now because I feel I'm lonely. I'm kind of in the house. I go out for AA meetings. Here's the weird thing, right? Oh, by the way, there's going to be a change coming. So stay to the end of the video, and I'll talk about where the channel is going to be changing slightly. It's very exciting. I'm excited about it. And I keep forgetting to say, if you are watching my videos and you like my videos, please subscribe, because a lot of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. And why don't you subscribe? Imagine if I did a really aggressive subscribe. If I lost the plot and asked you to subscribe and started throwing things. So yeah, please subscribe. I've got to do this stuff. I've got to remember to do this. I'm terrible at this. Please subscribe. I've got a Patreon, which is exclusive music and exclusive videos every week. I'm loving that community over there, because the thing I've noticed is that my stuff only gets sent out by algorithms to a very small part of my following. So a lot of people don't see my stuff. And it's a shame, because I put so much heart and soul and energy and vulnerability. It's kind of hard to make some of this stuff, especially talking about things like loneliness. It's pathetic, isn't it? But I'm going to talk about it. But then to make them and realize that only a small amount of my percentage of my followers get to see it, it's frustrating. But that's why I love Patreon, because if you're a member of the Patreon, you get everything. You get directly messaged about everything, and it's a way that I can really connect with my supporters way deeper, way more personal. And I love the second tier super supporters. I shout them out at the end of every video. And I've been saying these people's names so much that when I see the super supporter on different platforms, I know their name. So I'm like, oh, that's pleasant, and we can interact. It's amazing. So I'm getting to know the names of my supporters on Patreon, which I love. That's never been a thing before with creators, to personally know your fans. It's great. I love it. So anyway, go and check that out. Need to be more good at that. It's my career. Got to take it seriously. But yeah, I'm lonely. I'm struggling with loneliness. And here's the weird thing about the kind of, what do you call it, where something's not a discrepancy, like a weird dual thing about me, is that I'm lonely, but then when I get invited to something, I don't want to go. Do you identify with that? I go to a meeting every day, and I've got the men there have got, they're doing one of the guys there has a house on the beach, and they're doing a thing today which is first of all, it's like a barbecue. I'm vegan, so I can't eat anything. Second of all, I don't like people, so I don't want to. I'm lonely, but I don't like people, so the idea of going to this is filling me with dread. So I'm complaining that I'm lonely, but I don't want to go to this thing. Do you have that? Anyway, so there's that. But on top of that, I've just been asked to go and get plates for a party. I have never got a plate in my life. I don't know how to get a plate. I know how to get drugs. That's the one thing I was good at getting. I don't know how to get a plate. And I did too many drugs, and now I can't do any drugs. And thank God I don't do them anymore. 8 years clean. But I don't know how to get plates and join. I don't know how to join things. I don't want to join people. It sounds awful. And one of the guys today said, oh, there's going to be music there. I wanted to be sick. If anyone comes close to me with an acoustic guitar, or I'm going to throw hands. Or if there's a drum circle, I'm throwing hands. I'm throwing hands if there's a drum circle. I won't accept a drum circle or anything like that. So I'm very antisocial, but I'm lonely. So what the hell is all that about? I don't know sometimes. Just check if this is recorded. So I haven't checked if it's recording for a while. Have you noticed that I seem better? I've not 100% better. I'm still nuts, but I definitely feel coming off these antidepressants is a real exciting for me, because I'm starting to feel myself coming back. I'm starting to feel passionate and vital again. And there's been some crazy stuff happening through these 3 months that I haven't gone into, because I really wanted to get it straight in my mind before I talked about it. But there's been some real key things that have made me go from the guy who made the I'm Struggling video to being the guy today. There's been some key things that a mentor has told me about and that I've discovered. And they're a little out there. So I didn't really know how to address them. But I mean, look at the change. Look at the change. Look at me now, and then look at the I'm Struggling video. I've done 1 or 2 key things that I believe have been miraculous for the change around. So I want to talk about it on the channel. So there's going to be a little change of vibe. It's going to be more solution based. You know, I'm going to be showing you my solution, what I did, because I think that's really useful if you're struggling with depression, mental health, anxiety, if you wanted to off yourself like I did. It's been a big change in me in 3 months. I feel like an entirely different person. I think there's 1 or 2 things that are responsible for it. And they're a little off the wall. So I didn't want to, jump into making a video about it. But this week, I'm going to be talking more about it. And I want to take the channel in a bit of a more solution-based, telling you the things that I think have worked for me throughout this journey. I don't want it to be, problem. I want it to be solution, so it's helpful. So that's going to be a change to the channel. I hope you are going to come with me on the journey. I think you will, because you've seen, if you're here, you're a seeker. Like I say in the description there, you're my people. I feel like I get you, and I feel like you get me. If you're following me, you struggle, and you're a seeker. You're looking for answers and looking for ways to just get a bit of happiness and joy and serenity. And it's tough. People like us, we struggle. I know what you're like, I feel like, and you know what I'm like. If you're interested in watching my videos, I know what you... I get it. So I feel like a good thing for me to do would be to tell you what I've been doing and what these 2 of these things have been miraculous. They've changed my life around. And I know I keep saying it, but look at that I'm Struggling video to now. I'm a different person. I feel like a different person. But the loneliness is definitely an issue that I need to work on. And it's what's that word where contradiction. That's the contradiction of being lonely but not wanting to join in. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Isn't that weird? Like my comfort place is to sit here and make this video about feeling lonely, not to go to a party, which sounds dreadful. What do we do, guys? What do we do? What do we do? I found a pair of socks in my pocket. So there's that. If I wasn't living a single man's life now, I wouldn't be finding socks in my pocket. You know what I mean? I love you guys. Come back tomorrow. This week's going to be a bit of a wild ride. It is. There's going to be some interesting perhaps challenging, perhaps out there stuff talked about, but I want to get into it this week. So strap in, because it's going to be interesting. I'm just going to tell you what's been working for me and what's completely changed me 180. Because it's super exciting. It's super exciting. I've gone from someone with no hope to someone brimming with hope and possibility and passion. And there's 2 or 3, maybe 2, especially one thing that was given to me by a sponsor. It's like a jewel of a thing that I've never heard of before, and I was doing it and it's been insane, and it's changed my life. So I love you guys so much. Don't forget the Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe. See, look at me being all professional. Let's come back tomorrow and go further into this area of getting better. I love you guys.